I don't like doing the wait and see because I've been there, done that, right?
Yeah.
And the goalposts always move, and then you're coming up with excuses, So
That's my thing too. Flex. What about you? Are you in a?
Well, it's been 5 years, half a decade since the world's been flipped upside down, since COVID until now. And I'm looking at this now going, it's a psyop within a psyop within a psyop, and I think by having multiple psyops, it keeps people divided. It keeps people distracted. Now you've got the people that don't like Trump and never did, those that support Trump, and those that support Trump but now don't trust him. And it's like a third. It's a third level, a third level now.
Yeah.
And I lost friends because I supported Trump in 2020 because I lived in Toronto, Canada. It was very liberal. I just moved out to BC and I live more in a conservative area. But the reason why is I saw what was going down the last 4 years. And I said, I don't want to be in a big city again.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be closer to farms and stuff like that. I didn't want to have a mortgage anymore. Like I just was like done with the banking system, all that. And the only way to do that is I had to remove myself and go west. And once I did that, that's where I was able to sit back and study it a bit more and go, hey man, there's more to this than good guy versus bad guy.
Yeah.
I feel they're on the same team, and I feel some good things will come down the pocket, which will make the supporters and the patriots happy. But it's the next administration that comes in that could possibly ruin it. So it could be a bit of a Trojan horse right now that, hey, guess what? We don't have taxes anymore. Oh, that's great. But everyone now has to have a digital ID and digital wallet.
Yeah.
So it's the next person that comes in, I feel, that could destroy stuff.
That's I call it lethal side eye, man. That's what he's getting right now, man. Because again, within the first, I mean, like literally on day one, all the people that you've told us were like the enemy, right? Like you had Mark Zuckerberg up there, right? Like the enemy. And right now, and then again, he's turned into like, he says Instagram is now the free speech platform of the world. Yo, where was that at? Again, it's like we don't talk about that one catalytic event anymore. It's like we don't. No one talks about that. Like you guys.
We don't.
And like no one remembers it. No,
and Greg
that's what I tell normal people. You guys remember where we couldn't leave for 2 years? No one talks about that. No more taxes. Yay! And again, another thing too, which I never heard, like, because Flex Enigmites is from Canada. That caught me off guard. Like Canada become the 51st state, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but like, where is that coming from, right? Get Mexico too. Get Greenland.
Yeah, no, you don't want us. We would be another state like California. We have woken up. I always say we always apologize, but I'm not apologizing for Canadians right now. We're numb and dumb. We're numb and dumb. It gets cold up here, so things start to freeze. And when our asses freeze, so do our brain cells.
Right.
We are waking up. Trudeau has absolutely destroyed Trudeau, or Turdo, whatever you want to call him. He's destroyed Canada. And we don't have our version of a Trump guy yet, or we kind of do, but not there yet. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm seeing things that I wanted to see 4 years ago happen. But I was saying, Greg and I were talking about this. It's the 10%. It's the 10% of what Trump is doing that's getting me to go, like the stuff with the Gaza Strip, the stuff with the new AI, mRNA. So anyways, for us to become the 51 state, I don't know if you guys would want that. We would be another state like California.
Flex.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about this. It kind of, if you look at, if the United States took over Canada, Greenland, that fits the 10 kingdoms of the Club of Rome.
That's it right there, right?
Yeah. And so when you're looking at like the 10 kingdoms that will rule the world, and then you're thinking of the 10-headed beast or the 10 horns, like something to do with Revelation, and it's like, wait a second, what are we doing here? And it's odd timing that he would just bring this up right as he's coming in as president.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Right. Right. And speaking of odd timing, everything is suddenly going his way, like too smoothly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no friction. There's 50 protests in 50 states, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But they're minor. It's not like there's not as much resistance as there was by people in Congress. All of his appointees are being appointed. All of his, candidates are being appointed. Every single one of them, right?
It's quiet within Congress, but it's not quiet within the false flags and all the crap that's happening with this, the planes and the fog and the drones. Like it just, after Trump won, it was very quiet. It was very quiet. I was like, okay, they're going to use the 14th Amendment and say because of January 6th, you won't get in. There was all of us just thinking something's going to happen. And it was very smooth. But right around December, end of December, which is a
going into January
and end of January, that's where they do a lot of their sacrifices. And you've got Tesla Trump's blowing up. So it's been very quiet on the pushback that he's had in Congress and people, talking shit to him and all that stuff or about him. The media, The View just finished. The View is no longer
The View is over?
I think I was hearing that they're doing one more year or they're done or whatever.
Right. So the anti-Trump movement seems to be done and over with. Everybody's kind of like accepting him, it's bizarre to me, right? I'm just not used to that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean,
I'll even give you something weirder, right? So I actually drove into DC the day before the inauguration. I drove there at 11 o'clock in the morning and I went down there again at 11 o'clock at night. There's this place in DC called DuPont Circle, man, which is like 4 blocks away from the White House. And there was nobody on the streets. Nobody. So TikTok's like, oh, there's 1,000 people protesting. No, that was a lie. There was like 50 college students that went out there and it was like literally 20 degrees. And they were out there for 10 minutes and then they went to the basically the bars and just hung out at the bars. There was nothing, right? There was nothing there. In fact, there was no need to move him into the arena. They did. There's a I think the Capitol First Arena is right there where he was in there. And I thought to myself, like, yeah, this is weird. There was no traffic. There was nothing, right? And then
are you talking about the rotunda for his inauguration?
So I was on the day before. I was there the day before. I didn't go there. Day before. I didn't go down there, the day of or whatever. Like the day before I was down there, right? I didn't go down there the day of, right? Because I thought what Flex was talking about, like, yo, it's about to pop off down here, man.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.